Hello, my name is Scott, and I think there's a lot of confusion in the world, basically because of a mistranslation of the sixth commandment. Thou shalt not kill is how it's commonly written. You got to remember that originally it was written not in English, but in Aramaic and Greek. And the translators have always used the Greek. When you translate from the Greek, they settled on kill, but I believe it's a mistranslation. I believe it is more accurately, thou shalt not murder. And I can explain using scriptures the difference. Okay, and if you're a soldier in the field or a policeman, this is a message that you really need to understand, because if you don't, you could have an inability to cope with what goes on. When you're a soldier or a policeman and you kill in the line of duty, that's a killing. If you go through the pockets, or the guy's got a Rolex and you pocket that Rolex, you have profited from this person's death. Okay? If you profit from the death, the killing becomes a murder. And I think it's important for you to understand how that would redound negatively in your life. And the difference between killing and murder is illustrated primarily in 1 Samuel. Now, I would encourage you to read the Old Testament as the chronicle of a people who go into slavery in Egypt and come out and fight militarily for the land promised to them by the prophets. Think of a prophet as someone with two-way communication with God, a very rare individual. Okay? And 1 Samuel 10:1, the kingless people of Israel want a king, and Saul is chosen by Samuel, who is a prophet. Now, Samuel, in 1 Samuel 13:9-14, Saul screws up, and his authority as king is weakened. And in 1 Samuel 15:3, Samuel gives Saul his marching orders. And the orders are, wipe them out. Men, women, children, sheep, cattle, goats, everything. Now remember, sheep, cattle, goats are valued possessions. Back in the day, were very important. 1 Samuel 15:9, Saul and his troops loot the vanquished. This is a violation of his marching orders. He turns killing into murder just by disobeying. Now, why is this important to you, soldiers in the field, in a battle to keep us safe here in America today? Let's just say you're in a firefight, you take ground, and there's enemy dead at your feet. I strongly recommend, of course, that you search them for military documents and you pass them up the chain of command. Do not take any valuables off the bodies wouldn't you, if you were dead on the ground, wouldn't you want the enemy to return any valuables you have to your family here? If you treat them with respect and return the valuables to their family, you will have won a moral victory that will weaken the enemy's claim that we are barbarians. So, in addition to how you will feel about yourself, if you do understand this and avoid turning a killing into a murder, you'll feel better about yourself. And that's my message.